There we go. Yay. Welcome everybody. It's September 2nd, Tuesday or Thursday. See, you don't have to be smart at all to make money. Um it's Thursday, September 2nd. We just got our accounts loaded today with those credits. Woo woo. Um Hope you all are using your credits to bring in new customers and promoters because that is the smart thing to do for your business. That will grow it 100%. Um, September already, September 2nd. I hope y'all are taking part in the self-development group. We just started that today, really was our first official day. So it's super exciting. 30 straight days of self-development. So much going on. Let us know in the chat if you actually earned Vegas. And some of you guys, were standing out to the company for doing exceptional work and you got a golden ticket to actually go. So that's pretty cool too. I think we had quite a few people on our team get that. I know Vegas. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm not a gambler, but I mean, anytime I have the opportunity to get around a bunch of other thrivers, I go. Whether it's my jam or not, I am going. Oh my gosh, VIP event. Yay. Yes, congrats to all the golden ticket winners and everybody that earned it. That VIP event is not easy, y'all. Like that means you're working. That means you're working your booty off. I did not earn it. Um and I'm working, I swear. But it's just I didn't earn it this time. It sucks, but I did earn my flight, so that's good. Um Anytime you can save money and get a free trip, who doesn't want to go? Shannon, your first getaway. That's exciting. Let us know in the chat if it's your first getaway too. And if you can get there, get there. And I do want to point out, I think Stacy Weisenberger made a post about this, but the only thing that it covers is your hotel and if you earned flight. Once you get there, like if you want to gamble, they don't give you money to gamble. If you want to go eat food, at a buffet, they don't do that. So just know that your expenses, those kind of expenses are on you. But it's super nice when they do the all-inclusive lifestyle getaways, like when they go to Mexico and we stay at those resorts, because you can literally go without bringing a dime with you, like if you truly wanted to, because you don't have to spend any money. So I'm so excited about the future, everything that's happening. This month, I think, is going to be a really big month for people to get their businesses going again. People that checked out for a little bit or, maybe had to take some time off or just got out of the swing of things. I mean, that happens to me. I've been doing this 12 years, you guys, and I get out of the swing of it a lot. I'm like, dang, I need to get back into that. I need to get more consistent again with certain things. And it just happens, right? I mean, one weekend and you feel like you're not, it's so easy to let that spiral, oh, I'm going to take a couple days off because I got sick and I just didn't feel like being on social media. And then, when 3, 4, 5 days go by and you're not on, it's always difficult. It feels difficult to jump back in. But the cool thing about Lavelle is it's the same thing. Whatever you did in the beginning from your first day is the same thing you do to all the way to 200K and beyond. So nothing's changed. That's a nice thing. If you had to step back, it all works the same way again. And how do you start? You start by putting that first foot in and just doing it, right? Doing that first step. And I love what our upline Chastity, I don't know if you guys know who Chastity Marie is, but she is one of our uplines. And she's amazing, but she created like the Flex Friday that you guys all see. That was her idea. And she also kind of created the days of the week over here: Flex Friday, Social Saturday, Thursday, Thankful Thursday, Wellness Wednesday, Transformation Tuesday, and Motivational Monday. She was the one that kind of started that trend. So we're kind of lucky. We're on a fire team. And not only that, I don't know if you guys know this if you're on, especially if you're new, but our team is the fastest team ever to 200K. So when I signed up in 20 February or October 15th of 2016. So 5 years. In October 15th will be 5 years for me. Um, our team came in and we went 200K in literally 30 days. And it's been 5 years and we still hold the record in the company for the fastest team to do that. So you're on a kick-ass team if you're on here. And I think that, a lot of times I think people are looking for all of these outside things like, oh, I'm going to go like find the secret to network marketing, and some lady is holding this thing for $99.99 on Instagram, and I'm going to go like sign up for her course because she's going to tell me the secrets. You guys, I can promise you, I have done all the things and I've wasted all the money, and there is no secret. The best thing that you can possibly do is plug in to your company that's free. Because every system and every company works a little bit different, and how to get there is a little tiny bit different. So I always tell people, don't waste your time on a bunch of things that are going to cost you. There is no secret. If somebody tells you that they've got one, they are totally lying. um, I have made all those mistakes, so you don't have to make them. And just know that what it is, it's the essentials: hard work, dedication, focus, consistency, and then plugging into calls like this where you're going to get actual tips from people in your personal company that are doing it, that are making it happen, that have gone before you and can tell you, okay, this is what you need to do and this is what you don't want to do, so you don't have to make the same mistakes I did. Sorry, I had to go like search through the house for my dog because I thought I heard him getting into something. I have a monster dog, you all. Like, literally, this dog chews up everything. I think he chews up things that aren't even things to chew. I don't know how his stomach takes it. But anyways, so just know that you're in the right place at the right time with the fastest growing team. I mean, the answers are right here for you. So I mean, I think the bottom line is it's just realizing that there is no magic. It is truly just digging your heels in, making a decision, and getting consistent with the right income producing activities that it takes to grow your business. And what are those right activities? Well, if you guys were on the call last week, I kind of named the 3 activities, which is making sure that you are adding new people every single day, B, building relationships with those new people every single day, and C, following up with new people every single day. Those 3 things, that's what will grow your business. Unfortunately, getting on this Zoom tonight, although I applaud you and I'm glad you are here, you could get on 20,000 Zooms just like this, but if you're not doing those 3 things every day, it's going to be a slow go for you to build your business, because this is networking, guys. It's not net hoping or net wishing or net sitting or net praying. And I have tried all those. I've been like, please, somebody just knock at my door and want to sign up sometimes, because I'm like, where did everybody go? Why does nobody want this right now? We all go through that. But at the end of the day, it's because of my consistency and doing those 3 things and not taking breaks and not, you know, not backing out or backing down and kind of overcoming obstacles and fears. That's what's gotten me where I am today, and probably anybody you're going to talk to that's doing this. So yeah, definitely, it's definitely not net wishing and net hoping. I've tried them. So don't waste your time. um so today I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about finding solutions, not problems. Okay. Because when you assume responsibility for your failures and successes, then you're going to gain the clarity that you need to see what is holding you guys back from being successful. Period. I think so many times we're so focused on our problems and not finding solutions. And then when somebody throws us a solution, what do we do? Oh, I did that. I tried that. Nope, that didn't work. I mean, we're so quick to shoot an idea down, so quick to dismiss it, so quick to be like, nope, that's not going to work for me. People don't care how much you guys know until they know how much you care. Okay. I want you guys to remember that. Write it down. End of story. This goes for your customers. This goes for your promoters. This is how you're going to grow a team. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Okay. It's crazy to me how hard people will work to get a brand new promoter, how hard they will work to get a brand new customer. And then once that brand new promoter chose them to sign with, or once that customer chose that person to sign up with, you don't connect with them anymore. You're kind of ignoring them. You're so worried about new that you're forgetting what you already have. And one thing I've learned in this business is that it does not take 10 million people to go 12K, to go 40K, 80K, 200K. It takes a couple right people. And those couple right people could be in your business right now, but you're not giving them the time and the attention that they deserve and need. It's not about quality or quantity of people, it's about quality. So I want to point that out. Your prospects and your network need to know that you guys care so much about them that you would do whatever it takes to help them see success, even if that means taking a bullet for their asses. Like, I mean, your promoters need to feel like they're not just a number. They're not just somebody that helped you on the Vegas trip. They're not just somebody that got you an extra $10 in your paycheck last Tuesday. They truly are somebody that you care about. You care about their goals, their dreams, and whatever they want to achieve. The same with your customers. How do you think a customer feels, and why do you think your customers are quitting after the first month or after 2 months? It's not that Thrive didn't work. It's that you made all these amazing connections with them, building that relationship, trying your hardest to get them to trust you to sign. And then once they signed up, you weren't checking in. You weren't, sending them a card on their birthday. You weren't sending them the new free product that just came out, a sample of that in the mail. You have to go above and beyond, because it always amazes me when I see people on our team that have held 12K for 5 years. I think that is so amazing. Do you guys know how hard it is to hold a rank like 12K? It's so easy for a person to fall out of 12K so quickly. So to be able to literally maintain and stay consistent with that rank, do you know what that tells me? That tells me, and they don't have high turnovers. It's telling me that they take care of people, that they are good leaders, and that they are good customer getters who really care about people and take care of them, and they're maintaining what they have. And and what I know then, that those are my favorite people to work with, not 200Ks that check out and collect a paycheck now, not people that get to some place and they completely stop working. I love working with those people that are maintaining 40K every month and maintaining 12K every month, because you know what? I know that they're just one right person away from the craziest, hugest success ever of going 200K. They have the right tools. They're maintaining people, and that says so, so much. So I want you guys to keep in mind that sometimes we're so worried, and you guys, I have 12Ks making more than 200Ks, because your personal sales and what you do personally every month has nothing to do with what's underneath of you. Nothing to do with what other people are doing. Yeah, I think so many people sit around and go, well, I can't be successful unless I hit this rank. No, you can be a 12K making $5,000 weekly paychecks. I have one of those. And what are they doing? They are kicking ass with their own personal sales. They're worried about their team or trying to manage people. They're not trying to raise the dead of the people that aren't working underneath of them. They're not trying to, you know, sign anyone that will sign with them, and then that person doesn't call them back in 3 days. They are building a nice, solid organization, and they are staying consistent with what they're doing every single day. So, uh, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's all about figuring out what are those things in your business that are holding you back? What are those problems, and finding solutions for those problems. It's time to find those solutions. So let's talk about what some of those issues could be in your life. What are some of the problems that could be plaguing you and holding you back right now? Negative people. Negative people. Here's the thing. Negative people can bring us down so much and can literally take us in the opposite direction of where we want to go in life. End of story. And Life is too short to be negative, and it's way too short to be around negative people. Misery loves company, and I'm telling you right now, negativity and miserable people, you got to get rid of them. You got to dismiss them. You got to say, look, I cannot. If you have that friend or family member that you're just not willing to part with because they've been in your life forever, sometimes it's time to take a vacation. Okay. Sometimes you need to take them in small doses because they can be bringing you down right now. Because if you don't, they will eventually kill you and your dreams. They will kill you and your dreams. Mark my word. Just block them. Whether it's friends or family or acquaintances, do what needs to be done and block, blocka. It's like, you guys know that there's a way to, so you can snooze people on Facebook so you don't have to see their stuff. You know, that negative person that's always in your feed, or that person that you just don't want them to see your stuff. Like, you can do that. You can make posts to everybody but that person. You know, whether I want you to not think that because somebody is stuck in your life, you know, maybe it's a negative spouse that just doesn't get it yet and they're not being supportive, or maybe it's a friend or family member that, you know, you just can't, you know, obviously you're not going to get rid of your mama, but she might not be the most supportive person in the world right now. But what you can do is you can make a decision on what you're going to bring up around that person. You can make a decision on how much time you are spending with that person, removing yourself from toxic situations and negative talk. You can do that. Here's the thing. There are the types of people who will never, ever, ever introduce you to anyone who might move you forward personally or professionally. I want you guys to think about something. If you are trying to go on a diet, and let's say you're trying to lose 50 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever, and you go out every night with a bunch of people that want to go out to eat at fast food restaurants and then go drink beer and chicken wings, how long do you think it's going to be before you cave? You will. I promise you, you will cave. And it goes the same for your business. How long till someone in your life is in your ear telling you that it's not going to work, that you'll never make it, that it's too expensive, that nobody wants that, that that's a scam? How long before you think your mind isn't going to believe those things as well? And then there's the types of people who are going to tell you that you aren't good enough. You're not smart enough, not rich enough, not skinny enough, you name it. Block them. Watch your accomplishments skyrocket. They will, I promise you. One of the biggest growth hacks of my entire life was the block button on Facebook. Seriously, one of my favorite buttons in the world is the block button. See you later. Goodbye. It's time to go all in on going after what you guys know you want and deserve in this life. You got one shot, one life. That's it. You can do this. You got this. You deserve this. Like, life is too short to be negative, and negative people are like cancer and they will kill your goals and dreams. Misery loves company. So get rid of negative people from your life right now. Okay. That's the first thing. I'm just going to put this out there. I'm going to FUCK the haters and the trolls. F them. You got to become bulletproof, y'all. No matter what you do in life, there's going to be a lot of people who love you, and there will be a lot of people who hate or criticize you. There just will be. It's unfortunate, but it's so true. And I don't know why people are like this, but they just are. They really are. I don't get it, but it's the truth. I wanted to, let me find it. Hold on. I got to find something for you guys. I want to give you an example. I read this the other day. I got to find it. Sorry. Okay. Okay, here it is. This is an example of haters hating on someone successful. Okay, so it says, for example, J.K. Rowling wrote the #1 best-selling book of all time, Harry Potter. The book has sold more than 400 million copies. People all around the world love this book, and they love the movies even more. Now, I've never read the book or watched the movies, but what I do know is that #1 sold book series of all time and one of the top grossing movies series of all time. Despite all the success that J.K. Rowling had with this book, selling hundreds of millions of copies and selling billions in movie tickets, there are still plenty of one-star reviews. One-star reviews, okay? Like, and in this book, it shows a bunch of examples of them and what people said about the movie. Like, this will never make it, worst movie I've ever seen. Are you kidding me? The #1 sold book of all time, the #1 box office hit movie of all time, and J.K. Rowling still has haters, criticizers, and people trolling. This is only one example of 1,000 I have saved about haters who taught me that no matter what you do in life, you'll never ever please everybody. And then it says another extreme example. Another extreme example is looking at the story of Jesus. Now, I'm not a big religious person, but the guy lived his life to help others, and look at how criticized he was despite being loved across the world. No matter what I do in life, I will not and have not have received 100% good reviews from my fans, followers, and audience. Okay, so if you guys fall into that world of caring about what haters and people that don't like you think of, you get caught up with a bunch of shit that you have no control over. People love to have an opinion. You have to understand that. People love it. They just love to have an opinion. Every company and book and social media post, video, product launch, guess what? Everything that you put out there, you're going to have people that are support the crap out of you. And if you look at it, we all do this. Like, have you all ever made a Facebook post about yourself? Okay. I don't know. Let's say it was a before and after, or it could be anything, but I'll use this as an example. Okay, I have a real world example. So I was going to something for Lavelle, and I posted a picture of like which dress should I wear, and I tried them all on, and all of these people, oh my God, you look amazing, dress number 2, 3, whatever. And 2 people out of like 300 comments said something that oh, number 3 makes your butt look bigger. Dude, all I did was focus on that one person's comment, not the other 5,000 that said, you look amazing, that looks great on you. Oh my God, da, da, da. All I did was focus on the negative because that's what we do in life, right? Who doesn't? Like, don't you guys do that? Is it just me that will focus on the one negative thing? And it's what we do to ourselves. What we do to ourselves is we might have all these positive attributes, amazing things we're doing in our Lavelle business, 20 things that we could write down that we did today, but we're going to focus on the one thing we're not good at. Well, I don't do live videos and I suck at them. I'm scared to do them and it's ruining my whole business. Like, we will literally take one thing that we're not good at and we will put so much focus there that it brings everything else that we do good down. There's nothing bad about it. You got to expect that not everybody's going to be in your quarter. And no matter what, people will love what you do and will hate what you do. Some people are going to support the heck out of you and some people aren't. You got to become bulletproof mentally, emotionally, and physically. You got to ignore the haters, the trolls, the criticizers. You got to go all in and do whatever it takes to deliver value to your customers and your promoters and yourself and your network and the people that are looking at you right now, because whether you know it or not, you are in a business, you have an opportunity in your hands where you can truly change people's lives, not just through these products in this company, but by you, your story, what you have to offer that's so much bigger than you even know. So the next thing is avoid people who refuse to assume responsibility for their failures. If that's you, are you one? Do you refuse to assume responsibility for your failures? Because that's one of the biggest things in every book I've ever read on network marketing is you have to be willing to recognize failure. You have to be willing to go, okay, analyze it. What did I do wrong? What do I need to do get differently? And then get your ass back up and do it again. I mean, you got to take responsibility for everything. Everything that goes on in your business is your fault, whether you make it or break it. It's your fault whether you quit or stay. It's your fault whether you get up tomorrow and decide to go do income producing activities or not. Those are all your choices. Your business will grow. What we do is we play the blame game. My customers quit on me. My promoters, I signed 3 last week and none of them are calling me back. I've been in Lavelle for a year now and I still haven't signed anyone up yet. Like, we are so quick to blame everybody else, but if we actually had to, if I followed you around with a camera crew and taped everything that you did for your business every day, my question is, would you be embarrassed for me to watch it? If the answer to that is, oh shit, I'd be exposed, I'm not really doing what I need to be doing, then you got work to do, right? You got work to do. Stop blaming your past, your family, your partner, your current situation for your failures. Your failures are because of you, no one else. The faster that you guys assume responsibility for your failures and everything else in your life, the faster that you guys can change your current situation and turn your failures into huge successes. When you assume responsibility for everything in your life, both good and bad, you're going to see the world so much clearer and you're going to be able to identify the gaps and fill them in where you're lacking in life and in your business and your relationships and everything. So, y'all, time to get real with ourselves. Ignore the doubters. Doubt's a form of projection. Doubt is someone else's insecurities being pushed onto you. Instead of worrying about other people's doubts and insecurities, well, guess what? Stop. Create your plan. Work on your plan. Do y'all have a plan? Right now, I want to know in the chat, do you have a plan? You need to be consistent and be patient. Do whatever it takes. Go all out, go all big, and never let doubt hold you guys back from accomplishing your dreams. Just imagine how much fun you are going to have when you have proven all of these naysayers in your life wrong. Don't spend a lot of time, thinking about, you know, all that could go wrong. You know what? Close your eyes and picture their surprised ass faces when you go make $1 million. Double down, do the work. Show these people what you can do. And with all that said, I mean, you have to push to prove to people that you can fulfill your dreams, and they let them be a motivator, not somebody that drags you back or puts you down, but let that motivate you. Everything in life thrown your way that's negative can be looked at in an opposite direction. When you've got a hater, that's a motivator. Don't let these people undermine your commitment to reach your goals. Don't. And ignore the people that think they know more about you than you do. You got some of those in your life? I mean, typically the people who are talking about you badly or putting you down are the ones who will never make any kind of positive impact in your life ever. They're never going to help you go from where you want to go and what you want to accomplish. So don't let these people give you advice. Don't take their criticisms to heart. Don't let people hold you back, and don't let them stop you from achieving your potential ever, you guys. These people, let me tell you what, if you would not trade a spot with them for 1 second, the people that you're letting determine whether your goals and dreams happen because you care so much about what they think, I want you to look at their life. Would you trade your life for theirs? Would you want to be living their life? Because if the answer is no, then why the hell are you listening to them? What makes these people think that they know you best? Unless they're in your head 24/7, they can't possibly know what you guys want and how hard you are willing to work to accomplish it. Don't rent out space in your head for these people. Listen to your own heart and believe in your dreams, you guys. If you get great at ignoring these kinds of people, you will be able to truly have nothing and no one holding you back from achieving your success. I promise you that. You need to get motivated by the success of other people. Stop comparing yourself to others and using other people's success as an indicator of your failing or lack of success. When you see people who are successful, leverage that success as an opportunity for you guys to do more, accomplish more, live a better life. Here's the thing is, if you are, and this is my best advice to you guys, If you're scrolling through Facebook and you have upline, sidelines that you're following that are living their best life with Lavelle right now and it is pissing you off, you need to put them on snooze. You are a human being, and I totally get what you sometimes we can't help those feelings, right? At the same time that we're happy for other people and what they are getting in this business, sometimes we can feel sad about it. Sometimes we can feel jealous. Sometimes we can go, how come I feel like I work just as hard as so and so, yet she makes bigger checks, or she's already at this level and we started the same day and I plug into every Zoom and I never see her on one. Whatever you're telling yourself, right? Now, be honest in the chat. You know, y'all are, okay? I do it. I have to catch myself. I have to, I see another 200K and I'm like, dude, I can't believe this chick's making as much money as me and she don't even show up for her team. Okay. There I go, worrying about somebody else, right? There I go, spending my time focused in a negative place. Like, we're people, we're humans. My best advice to you guys is blocka blocka. That is not a bad thing. If somebody is making you feel bad about your progress or that you're not doing enough because you're comparing still, number one, go get your ass, go watch some videos, go find a book on comparison. It's an area you need to work on. Okay. But also, I want you guys to make sure that there's ways to block these people out so you don't have to look at it. Because if it's bringing you down, that's right, girl, blocka blocka. Well, when I see someone who is more successful than me, I get excited now because I know that if I can accomplish that level of success, if they can, I can. I can accomplish it if they did it, right? Don't view other people's successes as your failures or lack of success because, listen, motivation and inspiration, you got to put in the work, right? You got to find the motivation yourself. You got to be inspired by yourself because there's going to be times where you don't feel inspired and you don't feel motivated. You know how many times that's happened to me? Like right now. You guys, do you know that right now I'm not motivated? I just had a conversation with somebody on our team, that is an upline of mine. And I said, this is the most unmotivated I have ever been in 12 years. I'm just being real and honest. I just don't want to. Now, when I really think about it, have I had other times like this? Yeah, it's been 12 years. Well, what am I doing? Do you know what I did? The day I said that to her, I started a 30-day self-development group because I knew that would hold me accountable and I would have to be invested. And I also know what feeds my soul and feeds my fire. It's seeing other people succeed at something. It's seeing other people get excited about something and it's helping other people. And just that one message of thank you, it like makes me motivated. It inspires me. So I go out and look for the motivation and the inspiration in a time where I felt the least productive and like not doing anything, literally like taking a 4-month vacation. That's how I felt. And not picking up, not getting on a Zoom. I decided to double down, triple down, quadruple down, and create more work for myself because I know that's the only way out of desperation. It's the only way out of that funk is to push myself to do things I don't want to do in order to get inspired again. So you guys have to do the same thing. I don't, you know what? I take my 10 minutes, I whine, and then I figure out a solution. I don't just keep whining and then dig myself in a bigger hole. And then the next thing I know, I haven't worked in 2 months. No, it doesn't ever get there because I catch it, I figure it out. And even when I don't want to, hey, look, I've had a funk last for a long time before. I'm talking 4, 5, 6 months. But every day I get up and I do the do because all I have to do to find the motivation I need every day to go friend 10 people, connect with 10 more, follow up, get on the Zoom on Thursday. The only thing I need to do to make that happen is think about where I was 12 years ago, waiting tables and bartending 70 hours a week when I never saw my kids, crawling in through the one door in my car that did not open and think I never want to go back to that place again. And as easy as it seems that I got here, which this has been a 12-year ride to be where I am today, this could all fall apart in not that long. I am nowhere near a status of just being able to go sit on a beach somewhere and collect a paycheck. Okay. That might go for a couple years, but eventually it will fall apart and I will be back to waiting tables and bartending. I have not yet reached my goals of literal income for my grandkids. Like, now, am I set up if I die? Yes. If something happens to me, my kids will have this business probably for a couple years until it pitters out, because that's what will happen to any business where you don't show up. They'll have my paycheck for probably 5 years. And then I have life insurance policies for them, and I put money into my 401k, and I've saved, right? But I do not have money to take care of their kids yet. I want generational wealth. And so every day when I get up in the morning, as easily as this came together, it can fall apart even quicker. And I never want to go back to being that person again. For 37 years, I was on welfare, WIC, borrowing money from my mom, never had a new car in my life, was on an airplane one time at the age of 37 years old. Listen, I don't want to go back there. And if ever I have a day, I complain, I figure it out, I get my head out of my butt, and I still show up every day, even when I don't want to, even when the funk lasts 3-4 months. So you have to do it too. Motivation is fleeting. If you are waiting for someone to motivate you, good luck. You have got to find ways to motivate yourself. Successful people will find a way. Continue to use other people's success as a reminder to get up and get to work. Right? When you start comparing, don't flip the script. When you find yourself in a spot where you feel defeated by someone else's success, go make friends with them. Figure out what they're doing. Borrow their energy and their excitement. Find an accountability partner. As you guys set new massive goals and work on achieving all of your 7-figure dreams y'all got going on, I recommend you guys find an accountability partner who's going to be there for you when the going gets tough and the tough gets going. And guess what else? They're going to be there for you when you get in a funk. You challenge each other. Find someone who's going to be there for you through your successes and your failures. Find someone that's going to be happy for you when you make it big, and be there to support you when you crash and burn. Accountability partners and coaches and mentors, they're critical for achieving huge success in anything in life. Whether it's losing weight, why do you think somebody that pays for a personal trainer is more likely to lose weight than somebody who does not? Because they made a commitment. Because they think in their mind, once they attach money to something, they go, oh, okay, well, I'm paying for this, so I need to do it, right? First thought. Second thought is, now they have this person that won't leave them alone. And if somebody's bugging you to do something, you're more likely to do it. And if somebody's encouraging you and cheering you on, you are more likely to do it. My biggest question to you guys tonight on this Zoom, and my challenge for you, is get an accountability partner if you don't have one. And if you have one that it brings you down, find a new one. Sometimes you have to switch up accountability partners. I've had several throughout my 12 years. Sometimes I outgrow my accountability partner. Sometimes my accountability partner just isn't doing it for me anymore. And that's okay. Still friends, still love them, but they're just not getting me motivated like they were before. And I need something new. Maybe it's because we know each other too well now. And, we're besties, and, I know how they party with a lampshade on their head, like whatever. I know what, they look like when they're hungover. Who knows? But something is happening and they're not motivating me anymore. Or maybe they went sour. They quit. They got negative, and every conversation with them was negative, and they were no longer a support for me, because I could never have anybody lifting me up. So it may be time for someone on here to get a new accountability partner. It may be time to have a talk with your current accountability partner, saying, okay, we need to set some goals. This is what's about to happen. And the last and the biggest thing is, once you get an accountability partner, you have to make absolutely sure that accountability partner has rules in place with you. For instance, if you call them having a bad day, they cannot have a bad day with you. It's okay, you got 10 minutes to vent. Now let's figure out a solution and let's set some goals together. It can't be, oh, my check sucks. So did mine. Let's quit. Because that's what will happen. Once you get two people bitching together, it gets worse and worse. So you've got to have that person that's more positive. I challenge all of you guys to make sure that you get one, because I'm telling you right now, change your business. It will change your business, change your life. Hey, I'm on a call. I'll be done in 10 minutes. Okay. So that's that thing. Okay, here's another thing. I want you guys to start paying extra special close attention to the people in your network that are kicking some butt, to the people on your team that are kicking butt. Stop worrying about the 8,000 people that don't want it and start concentrating on the 5 that do. Okay? Because the 8,000 that do want it don't matter. If you ask every 200K in this company, they will tell you it was between 3 to 5 people that got them to 200K. 3 to 5 people that they had signed up that were like-minded like them, that wanted to run after it, that weren't going to give up. When you guys have friends and people around you that, let me tell you what, when you get the support, you know you got the upline, you know you got the company, you got the right product, you got the right comp plan, the CEOs are amazing. Okay, now you just have to find those right people in your network that are going to come in and kick some ass, right? I mean, that's what we're all looking for. And when you find one person that's ready to stick it out like you, do not judge them based on how fast they're going. Be grateful that they're in that organization with you. Even if they're not a crazy recruiter, maybe they didn't go VIP 800 and 1600. Like, who cares? You now have someone that's showing up on the Zooms. You now have someone that wants it to happen. They might not be making it happen yet, but they want it to happen. And that's just as powerful, because a person that wants it to happen, they are coachable, they are teachable, and it will happen eventually with consistency. You have to keep them in the game. It's so crazy how life brings us full circle sometimes. You know, it truly is. We meet people years ago in our life that maybe were a blip on our radar that ended up coming into our business. We find them on Facebook, or we used to work with them at our first job, or we went to high school with them and haven't talked to them in 20 years, and they change your business forever. The best people, they're going to do whatever it takes. Bet big on those people. Bet big on the people that show up on your team right now. Because the more people you have showing up, whether they're signing people or not, the more people you have looking for that one right person that's going to change 10 businesses all the way up. We find the best of the best. The best of the best. You're going to find the best of the best. And it could be next to you at the grocery store. It could be at your church. It could be somebody you knew in your past. It could be somebody you don't even know, and it's someone on your team that signs them. But if you don't keep people on your team, if you don't keep customers, they're never going to want to upgrade. If you don't keep your promoters, they're never going to get invested and involved. You got to build a network of like-minded high achievers. Ditch those friends who don't help you maximize your potential, and replace them with new friends and people in your network who are going to motivate and inspire and educate and help you guys become the best version of yourself every single day. You guys need to have a network and a community of like-minded, growth-minded people who, dude, with that, you can accomplish massive, huge accomplishments. Think about within your network, you should be able to share all the exciting things that each of you guys are accomplishing and support each other through the ups and downs. I have friends in other companies doing well. I stay friends with them because I know there might be a rainy day and they might be coming over to me, but I also like them. You know what I mean? I'll be friends with them no matter what. Build genuine connections and relationships, and you would be so surprised where that's going to go. Period. End of story. Have y'all ever fired your friends before? I have. I fired friends in my life who wanted me to fail and who were negative and who were not supportive. And I replaced them with true friends. You know who some of my best friends that I've ever met in my life that I consider, no matter if Lavelle shut down tomorrow, some of my best friends like Danny. I say Danny because she records all my Zooms, but she came to mind first. Danny and I are going to be friends forever. Like some of the best people I've made friendships with, the best people I never would have met in a million years if it wasn't for this industry. They're such good people. Like I want them in my life no matter what happens. It's gone way beyond business. And what's so crazy is that if I would have just stuck with the people in my life that were holding me back, sometimes I think we think things like, I can't not be her friend. I know she's a troublemaker and I know she's so negative and I know she talks nasty to me, but we've been friends since high school. I've known her since third grade. We keep people in our lives just like family members. Oh, well, I can't get rid of my aunt. Look, you can. Anybody that does not make you feel good about yourself, that is negative, that brings you down, that doesn't support you and your goals and dreams, you can decide, friends, family, I don't care who, to cut them off, to not be around them. And I promise you, you will be better for it. It's one of the hardest things you're ever going to do in life, but it's one of the smartest things you will do if you truly want to grow yourself and love yourself and self-development too. It's hard to cut friends out of your network, but if they don't want to help you guys maximize your success, then they aren't really truly friends in the first place. Get rid of all your shit friends who treat you like shit in front of and behind your back. I promise you that you will never look back, ever. You will never, ever, ever look back. Fill your life with great people, great partners. I'm talking about your spouse, your friends, the people who you do business with. Make sure they are all great. They need to bring great ideas. They need to be good people, great goal setters. Challenge yourself to find those kind of people and want to be around those kind of people. There's nothing wrong with that. People that I know that I went to high school with, they say I've changed. Some of them, other ones, they're like, you haven't changed at all. People may ride or dies. But you know what? I hope I change. That whole thing, where before, the dumb thing I used to say before I found network marketing was, I am who I am and you just accept me for me and I'm not changing. Stupidest thing I ever said in my life. That shows the mindset I had at the time. And that is the mindset of most people on this earth. Oh, if you ain't going to accept my flaws, then F you. I'll just go find somebody who will. I had no idea that I could turn into a better version of myself. I had no idea that there was so much more on this world than just being negative and gossiping and wanting, secretly behind closed doors. Anytime somebody in my life saw something happy happen, me hating on them. Like that was life before. Who knew this whole other world that could be? And every day when I take it as a compliment, now when people tell me I've changed, I'm like, oh my God, I hope. I do not want to be that girl that I was years ago. Like, please, somebody tell me, slap me. I don't want to be her ever again because that girl believed she was worth nothing. That girl never succeeded at anything because she quit everything she did. That girl was somebody that talks bad about other people. That girl was somebody that failed and just, I don't want to be that girl. Like, thank God. So when somebody tells you you've changed, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Okay. They're just not ready to come with you because sometimes people just want to stay stuck where they are. I was that person. If somebody started trying to veer off one of my friends or family members in another direction that was better for them, I didn't want them to go because then I'd be alone. What if they found new friends? What if their life was better and then they don't want to hang around me anymore? So what do? I was negative. I talk shit about their stuff because I didn't want them to succeed because that meant I might lose them. This is what your friends and family are doing. And I promise you, the real true ones will come around and they will support you and they will be happy for you and they will never leave your life. And the ones that do weren't supposed to be there to begin with. And bye bye. Bye, Felicia. Okay. See you later. Level up your friends, your network, and the people who you surround yourself with. If you aim to be constantly leveling up in all facets of your life, then you cannot hang out with the same groups of people you grew up with. You want to hang out with people who have more, doing more, who are accomplishing more, who have bigger goals, bigger dreams, bigger everything than what you have. and what you currently want. You want to hang out with people who have been there and achieved where you want to go, and in what you want to do, that you can learn how to get there. So you can learn how to get there, right? If you guys keep hanging on and hanging on to these old people in your life, stuck in the same way of life they have always been stuck in, you're gonna become just like those people. You will become average and you will always stay stagnant and where you're at. And instead you got to level up your network, level up your life. And I don't mean this in a, I hope nobody is taking this in a snotty way when I say, you're going to stay ordinary and you're going to be average. I don't want to be average. I don't think any of you do either. You wouldn't be on here. I think average people do what I did before, which was go to work every day, come home, pay the bills, work for the man, saw my kids once a week. I was living an average life. I don't want to do that anymore. I never want to go back there. And I think you wouldn't be on the Zoom right now if you did not want to level up your life too. And again, those people in your life are either going to come with you or they're going to stay behind. Nope, never go back, right? You got to always try to grow your network and connect with new people. Continue to connect with people who can help you take you where you want to go, and where you can help take where they want, and you can help them where they want to go, right? Take them where they want to go. You just never know who your life might lead you to, or who might need you. You guys always got to work on growing your network by meeting new people, introducing yourself to others when you go out and about at conferences. You know, I remember one of my biggest things that I did when I was with my last company, because I did tons of expos and events, was I would get to the event early, I would set up my little booth, and I would walk around to every other booth business owner there. And I would give them discounts on my stuff and give them free stuff. Why? Because I wanted to plant seeds. Why? They're like-minded. Those people I already knew, they knew what I did. They understood it. They were there for the same reason as me. And I just wanted to plant that seed and make some friends with them, because life has twists and turns. You know how many of those people, I can tell you guys honestly, remember how I told you it takes you about 3 to 5 honest, good people to get you 200K? 3 of my 5 all came from a trade show, from another business. They already got it. They already understood it. They already started their self-development. They knew what this industry was kind of about. And those people didn't sign with me the second I met them. I met them at these trade shows. I nourished the relationships. I kept in touch, and they watched me. And when they wanted to make a change, I was who they chose. And one actually, she sold dips. She made her own dips. If she was not part of network marketing, but she said that she couldn't stop thinking about me after she met me, and like signed within a month. I mean, and she ended up being one of the reasons that I got to a 5-figure monthly income, um, weekly income. So you guys, you just talk to people. You never know where they're going to come from. Set a goal for a number of new connections that you want to create every single day. And then over time, your network will grow by 5%, 100%, 1000%. It'll grow. My network now reaches more than, I don't even know. I look at what's just on Facebook, and I know for sure I reach probably 60,000 people. Easy. And I started with 100 Facebook friends when I started in this industry. And that's not including other avenues. That's not including how many people. I mean, I think I have a YouTube video with like 100,000 views. Like, you expose yourself over time. I was a nobody. I've never done anything like this before. I was scared to death. And I think last but not least, you've got to give, 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 give. The fastest way to ever get what you want in life is to help others get what they want. Have you guys heard that before? Help yourself by helping others first, helping others too. You got to teach others how to become more successful and how to become even more successful than you. If you guys help other people become as good as you are, if not better than you, you're always going to become the best that you can be. Your success is limited If you keep that thing that generates your success a secret, success grows from helping other people achieve success. When you guys help others maximize their success, then you're going to increase your success, and everybody increases their potential to the next level over and over and over and over again. People support others when they believe they have a voice, right? And a part, and they're part of the decision making, and they're part of the team, and they're important, and they're not just a number, and they get shout outs, and they're edified and appreciated. And work with your peers and your colleagues and customers. Don't forget about everybody who got you there, including your uplines, your downlines, your sidelines, everybody. Without them, you won't be successful. You won't be. Don't compare yourself to your peers, to the people above you, to the people below you. Praise your team. Keep in contact with your customers. Cut out the negativity. And I mean, I think at the end of the day, last but not least, I want to end with this. Get rid of the "what are you going to do for me" attitude. What is this going to do for me? What's in it for me? I'm going to break the news to y'all right now. Nobody gives a shit what's in it for you. They don't care about what you want. They don't care about what you need. They don't care about your products or your service. They don't care about your millions of money or dollars. They don't care where you went to this or did that, or they don't care. You know who they care about? Them. See, but you know that because you get on these calls and you know this is all about caring about other people, pouring into them, finding out what their wants and needs are, putting that duct tape on your mouth, letting them talk, letting them spill their guts, asking about them, because they don't want to buy what you're selling. But you know what they do want? A friend, answers, hope, somebody that cares and believes in them, because people don't get that on a daily basis because the rest of the world is worried about themselves. You're the only one on this call right now because you're in network marketing, you've done self-development, you know that. It's part of sales. You got a leg up because you know now it's time to care about others. Keep your mouth shut. Let them do the talking, not you. Like, huge. So stop worrying, stop looking at it like I just need one customer to earn my Vegas trip. How about switch that around to I just need to change one more person's life this month? Make it not about you, make it about someone else, and I promise things will change forever. I could go on and on and on today. I was on a roll. I could definitely go on, but it's 7:01, which means 10:01 Eastern, which means we've been on an hour. Thank you guys for plugging in. I appreciate you. I hope you guys loved plugging in today. I think it was a pretty good Zoom with some pretty good tips because we got a lot to prepare for it, and we're coming into our biggest months of the year right now because these months are planting seeds months for our biggest ever paychecks and promotions that happen, which January through May. Everything you do now is setting you up for that. What you do now is dictating the success for that time. And you're going to have some success through it. So, we've got to get our minds right. I'm so excited you guys are doing the self-development course. I think that's going to be a game changer. And then in October, we will be doing a month-long destination of 40K challenge with contests and prizes and stuff like that. I also want to just do one more shout out. We are in Toledo, Ohio this month. We are in doing a full day training on a Saturday local. If you're within 5-6 hours of Detroit and Toledo, I would get there. That's where businesses change. Getting in rooms with like-minded people. I've watched people stuck at a rank come to one of our trainings, leave, and go 12K the next week. It's powerful. And we have one coming up in Minnesota. We have one coming up in New York. So please watch the Dream Team 2021 page. Make sure you register. It is free, but you have to register to get your ticket so that we know you're coming, preparing for lunch, because we pay for lunch and dinner. So, all right. Love you guys. Have a good one. Thank you so much, Danny, for recording. And we'll see you guys in next Thursday. Same time, same place, same link. Have a good one, guys.